Hello, subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to American Civil War Brothers vs. Brothers. There is one thing that I do wish to mention real quick before I actually go ahead and continue. This episode let me check to make sure. Yes, all we need is Missouri. So, technically speaking, this episode is going to be the final episode. I am thinking, however, that I might do one more episode where I have to take Philadelphia. But on the off chance that I don't do an episode like that, I'm going to go ahead and label this episode as the end. And if I do decide to do another one, I'll just go ahead and put in brackets or something at the end saying extra. To basically just say that it's bonus content. But technically this series is coming to an end this episode. But again, I might do one more episode, but we'll see. But let's see, is there anything I want to go ahead and spend this money on? Because I got nothing really to do with it. And there's really no point in me upgrading, actually, because all of this stuff is going to take longer to build than pretty much all this stuff is going to take longer to build than it would take me to actually take Missouri. Let's see, they got how many? 6 defending it? Okay, well, hopefully they don't instantly join the Union again. They shouldn't. In fact, actually, since Mexico, for silly reasons, has Iowa and Minnesota, I might actually end up doing 2 extra episodes. Just so that, well, Philadelphia is just so I can take the actual capital, or what's listed as the actual capital of the Union. And then probably one to go and take Iowa and Minnesota because, well, Mexico shouldn't have that. So there might actually end up being 2 extra episodes if I do decide to do them, but we shall see. But let's go ahead and end our turn here so that this army, led by Thomas J. Jackson Stonewall Jackson, as he's more commonly known as, to go ahead and take Missouri. And the Union, oh, there you go. Theoretically, we could end up with a large battle. We won't, but in theory we could. I'm not going to fight this battle. I'm going to go ahead and save. We're going to auto-resolve. Really? Really? Okay. I will look at the Chronicle in just a moment, game. Trait gained. Who got the trait, though? Since, for whatever reason, it doesn't quite label correctly. So, Robert E. Lee has the Good Defender trait. +1 to command when defending on land. I mean, he should always be defending on land. He's a general. Generals don't fight on the seas. So, okay, here we go. Another Chronicle. So, Wigwag, the Army's talking flag. Or, the Army's talking flags. The signal system using flags and torches was invented by U.S. Army Surgeon Major Albert Mayer in the 1850s and is adopted by the U.S. Army in 1860. Mayer's system permits a message to be sent across areas where telegraph wires are unavailable. To the untrained observer, the flagman appears to be merely waving a flag back and forth, hence the name Wigwag. Mayer's assistant during the development of the Wigwag system was an exceptional young officer named Lieutenant E. Porter Alexander. Alexander was a Georgian who resigned his commission in the U.S. Army to fight for the Confederates. He helped organize, equip, and train the Confederate Signal Service, thus both armies used essentially the same signal system. So the ability to encode messages became critical. To encrypt the message, A signal disc made of 2 discs of brass or cardboard is used. One contains the alphabet, the other numerical combinations. By rotating the disc and changing the alignment of the numbers and letters, the codes can be easily changed. Signal parties use different combinations of flag size, color, and staff length to increase the readability of the signal. Signal kits issued by the U.S. Army include 7 different flags in 3 different sizes. The 2-foot flag permits sending a signal over short distances in tactical situations, where the flagman has to lie down or signal from cover. The 4-foot flag is the most commonly used. The 6-foot flag is employed for extra long distances. Color combinations are red or black with a white center square and white with a red center square. In any given situation, the color selected is that which gives the best contrast to the background. The flag staff is made of hickory in 4-foot sections. Mir's Manual of Signals stated that with a 12-foot staff and 4-foot flag, signals are easily read at a distance of 8 miles at all times, except in cases of fog or rain. They are read at 15 miles on days and nights ordinarily clear. Okay. I don't know what the Union's going to do about retaking Iowa and Minnesota, because, and I'm probably going to mispronounce the name, the Sioux. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that. Yeah, they've retaken their city. So, demand their surrender, they refuse, then continue the siege for just a moment. You guys have one over there, which is great. Let's go ahead and get Kentucky its leader. The only problem with this army here is that the game, as we know, does crash every so often. Especially when in battles is the only place where it seems to crash. So, fighting a relatively large army like this with a relatively large army of mine would probably lead to a crash. Honestly. So, that's not really a battle I hope I have to fight, because the AI is going to be completely incompetent at fighting it, and if I fight it, it'll probably crash. Okay, well, we can upgrade our railroads if we want. No reason not to. I presume every place already has railroads now. Or at least all the stuff that we own. Because I'm pretty sure we oh no. We forgot about Lower Texas. Well, San Antonio. Okay. Well, we are going to fight this battle. Well, at least that's the plan. So I will see you guys once we move on to the field of battle, and like with the last battle we actually fought, hopefully it won't crash. But I will see you guys, like I said, once we get onto the actual battlefield. Okay. So we got Stonewall Jackson over here is going to hide behind a mountain because he's not a literal stone wall. We shall take the cavalry and toss them into a group. We have artillery, which we shall, of course, throw up on the hill over here. And I shall, because for some reason the game doesn't properly space these guys out, I shall have to manually space them out. Hello, you guys are going the wrong frickin' direction. I'm pressing the move backwards. That means move backwards, not forward. Okay, that's a silly mistake. That pressing move backwards doesn't actually move them backwards. It moves them forward like the move forwards button does. Okay, and you all line up. Yep, that's fine. Group up like that. I'm not going to bother putting you in skirmish mode. There's no real point. And you guys stick with the round shot. And let's go ahead and start. These guys do not have a whole lot, and they've apparently decided to instantly abandon their cover. Because who needs cover? I'm pretty sure there's a button to hide the UI, but I don't know what it is, and I don't care to find it right now. Actually, you know what? Yes, let's try and find the button to hide the UI, because I'm fairly certain there's a button for it. Sound effects, music. I thought there was a button to hide the UI. Generally, there is a button to hide the UI in a lot of these strategy games in particular. But it looks like there actually isn't. There's UI controls. Okay, F7, F6, and F5. Toggle radar, button visibility, and unit cards. That's a little bit closer. Okay, I guess that's the closest we're going to get to hiding the UI. So, 5, 6, 7. Yep, nope, didn't work. Oh well, we're not going to get to hide the UI while our troops march forward onto these bushwhackers. Also, is our artillery actually being competent? Not really, no. Not too surprised. It's always pretty bad. Much aim for that one. You might be a little bit more likely to hit them. If they're gonna march all the way towards us, I guess I should probably not line up like that. Oh, no, 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 no. Like that. I do have my cavalry, which I should probably move up. At least a little bit. You guys try not to get hit by friendly fire. Okay, I thought I told you guys to aim for... Okay, never mind. Never mind. Aim for that guy. Okay, I don't think the enemy's gonna beat us into position. Even if we do, we have a whole lot more troops than they do. Okay, they've already gotten to their position, it looks like, or at least some of them. And for anyone curious, this is what they look like. Just random people who said... Who was it that took this? Was it Columbia? Who was given Minnesota? Or, excuse me, Missouri? They basically said, we don't want to be under Columbia's rule. Or whoever it ended up getting this. Again, I think it was... Okay, if they're going to stand right there, go for those guys then. I don't know where the hell you guys are aiming now. We've actually lost sight of 2 of them. There were 5 units. And I only see 3. Go run. Okay, you guys run the last little bit. You need to get into position. Because as it turns out, they might actually beat you into position. Okay, there we go. We see more of them. There's still 1 missing. There should be 5. Pretty sure there should be 5. There we go. Okay, you guys are almost in position. The guys that are going to be roughly behind this little barn or storehouse, whatever it's supposed to be, are not going to be able to fire everything. You guys stop firing. It's not going to do us any good anymore. You guys continue running into position. And I want you all to fire a nice big volley into them. I got a couple of guys over here. Separate from the rest of the group, so charge on in and Kill them all. I mean, I would aim for the ones directly in front, not the ones off to the side, but you know what, game, do what you want until I tell you to stop doing what you want, because what you want is stupid. Move into flank. Oh wow, okay, those guys are kill them all. Leave no rebels alive. Oh, don't let them lead you back into the enemy line. Okay, well, I think enough of those guys will probably be dead shortly. Fall back. You're about to get in the way of our troops firing. Oh, you can't really see over that hill. Damn. Change your position. Okay, 13 of them left. Okay, they're not going to lead you into the fire of our troops anymore, so you go ahead and move. Lots and lots of smoke. I think I've got volumetric smoke turned on, or whatever it's called, something like that. So we actually get some nice looking smoke. Kill them. All of them. Leave no bushwhacker alive. Hello? Guys, kill the rest of them. Did you not know how to go over that, so you all just kind of stood there like, we want to kill that one guy, though? $50 of them still alive, but Yo, you guys can't really hit over that hill, can you? Unless your shots go wide, you're not hitting anything. Okay, enough of those guys are dead, so I think you'll be fine. Go and deal with some more of them. There's only one guy left. That should destroy his regiment. Or division, or whatever they use. Oh, regiment, okay. Well, his skirmish team. Where the hell do you think you're going, buddy? Hello? Guys. I know you want to kill some guy who probably went over these, but you don't have to. Trust me, he's not that important. You guys, switch your targets. One of them actually decided to come back to the fight, it looks like. They're going to be regretting that decision, however. Actually, you know what? Run into position. I want you to try and fire on those guys. Okay. One of those guys left. Change targets. You don't have to kill that one guy. Again, that should destroy his regiment. Okay, well, it crashed on me, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys see the battle first. Then you'll hear they crashed. Yeah. Well, we were gonna win that. So, I'm gonna go ahead and auto-resolve. We should win this because we've got like 3/4 of the bar. Voila! Campaign 1, Confederate States. You have successfully completed your campaign goals. Maintain these conquests until the allotted time and victory will be yours. I mean, barring a very bizarre and powerful attack by the Union across the board, it's very unlikely that we would lose this. So, yeah. Now, you guys here in Kentucky are probably going to be set to go and march on this farmhouse here to kick the Union troops out of it, and then head on over to Lancaster. As I said, though, I'm technically considering this the end. We are supposed to hold all of this stuff until the year 1865, which is like another, what, 12 turns or so? 11, 12 turns? Yeah, by the end of year 1865. So, yeah, technically it's like another 12 or 13 turns, actually. I don't see much of a point in doing that. So, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this series is technically done. It's very unlikely that the Union will manage to do anything to really push us out. So I don't think it's necessarily all that interesting to go and watch me basically just defend this stuff. And I mean, granted, yes, I could go out on the offensive, but considering it crashes on some of these battles, and I mean, that was a small battle that it crashed on. That was not anything too significant. But a battle like this, between Robert E. Lee's army and this guy, which is not actually led by any specific person, yeah, no, that would definitely crash. It would look spectacular while it works, but it would crash eventually. And because it would crash, I can't say it's worth it to force myself to basically just sit around waiting for 12 turns to go by before I can officially, as far as the game is concerned, end the series. So, as far as I'm concerned, the series is probably going to be coming to a close with this episode, with possibly 1, maybe 2 extra bonus episodes. But those bonus episodes probably won't occur until the new year. Because, as I said, as far as I'm concerned, the series is now officially done. I've taken everything I need to take to win. I just technically need to hold it for 4 years. And the stability problems just don't make it worth it to me. So this series ended up being a lot shorter than I expected, for one thing. But two, I am partially surprised that it ended this quickly, because I know when I was playing as the Union, and maybe it's just because I was being overly cautious, but the AI seemed a little bit more intelligent when I played as the Union. While here as the Confederates, the AI seemed a little bit brain dead, but the game definitely seemed a little bit more unstable. While when I played as the Union, it was actually very stable. I can't recall it ever crashing on me. So, yeah. This is technically the final episode. But, as I said, there might be some more bonus episodes. I don't know if I will do that. We shall find out. I'll recruit 2 state militia. You don't gotta call them scurvy dogs. Let's go ahead and spend some money to upgrade stuff that will, realistically speaking, never get upgraded. Okay. I mean, technically, if the British ever actually decided to do anything, this would end a lot sooner. And there would be no need to wait, because unless the British have like literally no military here, they could technically end this. Missing string with Haiti. Missing string with Mexico. Missing string with the Netherlands. Everyone has a missing string. It sucks when you have missing strings. Okay. Yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this series while it lasted. For the, what, 7 episodes? 8 episodes? Something like that? That it's officially gone on for. And so, on the off chance that I don't end up actually doing the bonus episodes, because there's no guarantee that I will, I will see you guys in the next series. And while I did enjoy this series, I wish I didn't have the stability problems that for some reason seem to exist. And this mod is, as far as I know, considered to be done. So, yeah. Now, granted, the stability problems are probably something on my end. I probably screwed up the installation somewhere. And so that's why I'm having the stability problems. But I don't know. Either way, as far as I'm concerned, this series is technically done. And yeah, that's not quite right. We got trains going along the actual road itself, not the actual train tracks. I presume it's because of the way the road system works in this game that causes it to go like that. Okay. Yeah. So, we never got around to taking over Mexico. Stability problems. And, yeah. If I didn't have the stability problems, I wouldn't mind doing that as well. But the only way I'd be able to fix the stability problems would probably be a complete reinstall from scratch. And, well, I don't really feel like doing that. It's a little bit too much work for, realistically speaking, no gain. But one final reminder, since this is technically the final episode in the well, just be on the safe side in case I don't do the bonus episodes. I do have a character creation poll, and I'm pretty sure I said this actually in the last episode as well. For the next series, it is a Mount and Blade Warband series using the 1860s America mod. Basically, that brings it into the Civil War time period. However, I do currently, at least as of recording this, it might change by the time this episode goes up. I do actually currently have a couple of ties in the survey. So I'll have a link in the description to that survey. I would appreciate it if you haven't answered it yet, if you could go ahead and answer it. Because, well, that'll allow me to basically go and create a character that hopefully most people would enjoy. And it would also allow me to sort of determine the goal for the series. Because, well, the game has some options to say why you decided to become an adventurer. And depending on what our reason for becoming an adventurer is, will determine the general goal of the series. I.e., one of the options is a lust for money and power. Well, if people select that, then obviously our character is going to try to conquer all the cities and forts and whatnot on the map. But I will see you guys, if I do the bonus episodes, I will see you guys then. If I don't do the bonus episodes, I will see you guys in whatever the next series that I do is. Which, granted, that's going to be the Mount and Blade one. So I will see you guys, if you decide to watch that series, I will see you guys then. But until whatever the next video is that you watch, goodbye and farewell. And I should probably save actually before I end this, because knowing me, I'd forget. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and just label it as the end. But as I said, I will see you guys in whatever the next video is that you decide to watch. And goodbye and farewell.